Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Right here, nightly, as the name implies. We're here, and we're talking sports. Would you like to join us? All you have to do is call 412-575-2600 or tweet at KDPomp, at Gene Collier. And officially, it is duck season, as Mike Tomlin made it official today. Devlin Hodges will be your starting quarterback, and I think that's the right call based on everything that I have observed here. And you can look at a lot of different ways, but he's going with a guy who hasn't made a lot of mistakes, and I think ultimately it comes down to that. Gene Collier, the outstanding columnist with the Post-Gazette in gene therapy. Mike Tomlin, I'm sure, needed some gene therapy to go through his week because this has been a crazy week, but the bottom line is that you made the decision. Your thoughts about the decision?
Yeah, it's what I expected. It's not what I would have done, but it's what I expected. Mike Tomlin feels more comfortable with that guy. Feels like he has killed us less. I think that was the quote, or that approximates the quote. And we'll see how Duck does. I mean, this is one of his most difficult tasks. He did a good job at the Chargers when he had to step in for Mason Rudolph in October. The Browns are a little more difficult. The Browns are favored here at Heinz Field. That's how good the Browns are. You know, this must be a good Cleveland team if it's favored at Heinz Field. So we'll see how Duck does, and good luck to him.
Yeah, that was the first time since 1989 they've been favored. I remember that game. I'm sure you probably did a column.
51-0, I believe.
51-0. Remember the stern look of Chuck Noll was on the front pages of, I think, the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette at the time.
And the press.
And the press. But it was like that look that you would get from Chuck Noll when he was extremely upset. But 51-0, you never saw that coming. Who knows what we'll see coming, but this is a critical game. If the Steelers should win it, they go to 7-5. And I got to tell you, I tweeted this because I think and I'm sure you feel the same. This is one of Mike Tomlin's best jobs here, considering he's using patchwork people. He's basically got a practice squad team in offense for the last several weeks, and here they are 6-5. And you can tell me all you want that the NFL is bad and a lot of bad teams, but you still have to win games, and it's not easy to do.
Yeah, I tweeted something about this yesterday, and I got all kinds of blowback because people do not understand sarcasm. But my point was, here are the Steelers without Ben Roethlisberger, without a lot of other key elements. I don't have to name them for you, but James Conner, Juju Smith-Schuster, Marquise Pouncey, what have you. They've won 6 of 8, despite scoring 1 offensive touchdown in each of the last 4 games. So fire Mike Tomlin. And obviously that's sarcasm, but any criticism of Mike Tomlin is not relevant in this season. I just don't think it is. I mean, I think he's done a great job.
And if you remember, too, Gene, it was this whole thing in the offseason. They're going to put an emphasis on trying to take the ball away. And guess what they've done? Better than any team in the AFC, they've taken the ball away. So,
right.
And that that was their point of emphasis. Now, you didn't expect all these injuries. And, boy, you wonder what it would have been like if everybody was healthy offensively, including Roethlisberger, where this team might be.
Well, sure. I mean, they weren't playing really well in the few quarters that Ben got to play, but they certainly would have gotten their stride and probably been in a better position than they are now. Whether they've been good enough to keep pace with the Ravens, it's another issue because the Ravens appear to be the best team in football. Well,
I saw that game last night. They absolutely demolished the LA Rams, who look like, boy, Jared Goff, he's got $100+ million coming to him yet, and they got to be thinking about that deal. Plus, they made a deal. If you remember, the Rams traded for Jalen Ramsey and gave up 2 number 1 picks, and it's not helped them one bit whatsoever. So all of a sudden, Sean McVay, remember how he was a wonder kid? It's funny how it changes so quickly, right? Yeah. And so as you look at John Harbaugh, he was on his way out last year mid-season, and what happened? They switched things up. He did, got an extension, and now it looks like that team may be the team to beat in the AFC, or for that matter, the NFL. But one of the marquee games coming up this weekend is going to be Baltimore and San Francisco. And San Francisco has a kind of defense that will be interesting to see how Lamar Jackson does against it, because it is I don't know if you saw the game against Green Bay. Right. They made Aaron Rodgers look like he was some rookie who had never played before. They were all over him. It was unbelievable. What did you think of that outing? What do you think of that game coming up now, Baltimore and San Fran?
No, San Fran should pull some tape of that Steelers-Ravens game. The Steelers did a pretty good job on Lamar Jackson, as good as anyone's done probably to this point.
3 interceptions, and that was one of his worst games of the year, and the Steelers, quite frankly, should have won that game, and they did not. All right, we're going to go to the phone lines when we come back, though. Join us here at 412-575-2600. As I said, you can tweet. Let us know what you think. We want your opinions. We want them now right here on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Pittsburgh CW. The Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting, celebrating 25 years as Pittsburgh's #1 home exterior expert in roofing, siding, windows, and gutters, where honesty and integrity still matter.